Hello, and welcome to the Humans Only podcast with your host, Jake the Human.
Alright, welcome back.
What episode is this?
To the fourth installment of the Humans podcast. Now, yeah, as you're listening to this, it's probably just a couple days after the other one, because the other one's going to be a little late, but welcome back. Here we are again.
It's quite nice. This has been raining a lot.
Yeah, past like 3 days, but yeah, man, humans, it's been so fucking hot lately, like, past month, and now, you know, we probably got like about a past week of rain now, but yeah, it's looking good.
I'm kind of enjoying it, as opposed to last year, where there was like, I mean, it wasn't so hot last year, but there was almost no rain.
I don't know, I can't quite remember from last year with how much rain there was, but, I mean, this year it's been freaking hot.
Oh, it's way too hot.
But not as hot as this podcast.
No.
Thanks for tuning in, and, so yeah, I mean, speaking of outside too, yeah, I just got a trampoline, and people, those things, if you want to exercise, you should definitely hop on one of those.
I mean, I'm a big guy, but hopping on that trampoline for like 10 minutes, I was sweating.
That's a lot, too, 10 minutes, just jumping. Yeah.
You were pulling front flips on that, too.
Honestly, like, I can do a front flip, I was just being a bit of a pussy because I wasn't, I didn't fully extend my legs out. I didn't think I could, like, get the full rotation. Last thing I wanted to do was try and extend my legs, and I'm too low.
Oh, big yawn.
Big yawn, we're tiring them.
Yeah.
We're tiring the people, they want more.
Well, you know what? Podcasts aren't always the most exciting. They're more
nice
or less
to listen to.
Yeah, it's
tune in.
I mean, I definitely listen to podcasts. I listen to our podcast sometimes, just to rehear what we were talking about.
A nice, soothing voice.
A nice, beautiful, soothing voice. What do we even talk about in this one today? Like we
I don't know. We can talk about
nothing prepared.
I mean, we don't usually.
No.
Usually we have something else to talk about. But I mean, Hyperscape. We talked about a whole bunch last time. Like,
yeah, but it wasn't
everything.
out last time yet.
No, it wasn't out. I mean, it's dope that it's out. Nothing too different. They just added like an SMG.
Yeah, they added a new
and
the new Shockwave.
And then the new ability Shockwave. You aim it anywhere. You can even like aim it at the ground and you Shockwave, and literally anyone around you just gets like bolted like 50 feet.
Yeah, and the best part is it doesn't hurt you, but it hurts the opponent.
Yeah, it does damage to the opponent,
that's pretty
and
cool.
It kind of acts as like a slam. Like, it's pretty universal, I find. Like,
yeah.
I think the new Shockwave ability is actually pretty, like, I don't know, not quite as good as Slam, because Slam, like, bolts you, like, instantly up into the air compared to that one.
Yeah.
And also...
You know what, though? I use Slam to get away. I use Shockwave to attack.
Okay, I use it, like, both.
Yeah, I use it in two completely different ways, right? So my Slam, I never really slam down on the opponents unless I know that they have, like, a small enough amount of health for me to kill them with it. But usually, I'll use Slam to jump up and get away from somebody. But here's the thing. People that are good at sniping in that game, Slam is horrible for that.
I was going to say that too. When you use Slam, you can cancel it midair and be hovering in the air, but you kind of have to let it fully finish because it jolts you down really quick.
Yeah,
and that's the other bad thing about Shockwave is like you'll use it and you'll be up in the air, but then you're slowly coming down. I guess that's the thing about... I mean, yeah, the game has a couple aspects. There's, like, when you're inside places, people can shoot in, or when people are coming in, you gotta be prepared for that. But
I think the best defense for that, if you have Slam, the best defense is to also have armor with you.
Armor? Yeah, I've been doing a lot of Slam and heal. I've been using heal more.
I've noticed Ball really doesn't do anything, unless you have it fully upgraded.
I was gonna say, like, when it's just one person shooting the ball, like, it takes a bit to actually get it. You can get away, but if an entire team is shooting the ball, it's literally useless. It instantly gets destroyed. Yeah. Even a gold ball.
I think they really need to buff that a little bit more, just for the fact that it's meant to be used to get away. I know people are also meant to shoot it to stop the person in the ball, but really, to be honest, if you're trying to get away from a team and you have ball and you use it, the team can shoot you down in like less than a second and kill you. Like, there is absolutely zero armor on that thing. So,
but yeah, the game's been pretty.
Yeah, the game's been really fun. Oh, actually, you know what? I do have something to talk about.
What we were playing.
Yeah, well, no,
Portal?
no, not Portal. Well, actually, we can talk about that as well.
But what were you thinking?
But right now, what I was thinking about was yesterday when we were both playing. It reminded me of a couple of years ago when we would both be playing like 2 different single player games or something like that. But we'd always be in like the PlayStation parties and always talking to each other while we're playing single player games or something like that.
Oh yeah, because I had a moment like, dude, I thought the exact same thing because you were talking and it was like I was playing Skate 3. I never did that with you, but that would be like the game I played when I just talked to people in like Xbox parties. Yeah, you're just playing single player games, but you're just talking.
Yeah, and I mean we were both playing online games, but I really wanted to.
But I mean, whenever we play online games together, though, it's like we're so focused on winning. Like we do have normal chit chat a bit during the game, but like.
Yeah, but it's more or less like giving each other like cues of where other people are. Or, it's not really like a normal conversation. So yesterday it kind of felt nice just when I was practicing on Rocket League and you were playing Hyperscape.
I was just in the hub at one point, just like jumping around for like 5 minutes because I was just talking, just checking out all the new skins and stuff.
Yeah, and we were like, that's honestly, I really enjoyed that because we had a good time just you and I talking, and I didn't, because usually when he'll ask me to play some games or something and I'll say like, oh, not right now or something, or if you message me while I'm playing something else and I don't respond, it's more or less because I have my headphones on and I don't fucking look at my phone. But oh, did I tell you about that the one time?
What?
When I went to the bathroom. Everybody brings their phone into the bathroom, right?
Yep.
So I went to the bathroom. I left my phone on the bathroom sink.
Okay.
I went back 2 hours later because I was looking for my phone because I was supposed to go pick up Ashley, right? I look at my phone, fucking like 17 notifications, 2 calls from Ashley.
Imagine if it was in
like
the toilet
3 texts
from the vibration.
Oh, I don't think I put it that close to the toilet for it to fall in, but yeah. So like there was a bunch of notifications, some texts, and I even got a text from you asking me to game, and I was actually waiting for a text from you to ask me to game when you were ready to, but I didn't have my phone. And then I completely forgot that my phone even existed. And then I got on Rocket League, started playing some games, and then about 2 hours later, I went looking for my phone, found it in the bathroom. Usually, I'll tell my my Google to find my phone for me, and it will ring my phone wherever it is in the house or wherever it is. But usually, the moral of all this is I don't ever remember I have a phone when I'm like really entranced in a game, and that's kind of how I am when I play Rocket League. But I do like what we were doing yesterday when we were just...
You just play single player games?
Yeah, when we were just talking and enjoying our time talking while also playing separate games, because I do get bored when I'm training in Rocket League. But
yeah, but you have to do it.
But I have to do it.
You're trying to get what are you at right now? Or is it your R or your MRSP you're trying to get up?
My MMR.
Wait, no, you're trying to do trick shots. So.
Well, no. More or less, what I'm trying to do is get up to.
Get good.
Yeah, basically.
I'm
Platinum 1, man, and this season's almost over, so I'm going to be Platinum. I promised myself last year, at the beginning of the season, I promised myself I'm going to get to Diamond. I'm going to get to Diamond. And when I play Rumble, I am Platinum 3 Division 4, and then I lose a game. Then I'm Platinum 3 Division 3, and then I win, and it just keeps going back and forth. I can't seem to get to Diamond. So
1 block away from Diamond.
Really, that's really what it is, though. Like, Minecraft reference aside, I really am 1 block away from Diamond. So I do enjoy myself and have fun in this game, but it is super difficult, and it is refreshing to have somebody else there talking to you while you're playing, just so you're not so focused on it all the time. And even like that video that I sent you of that double tap that I got yesterday, off the wall aerial double tap, and that was the first one I ever made. I'm Platinum, and that was the first one I ever made. I sent that to Grand Champs, and they fucking loved it. They thought that was awesome. But you know, and like you send it to people, and you're just like, all right, this is what I did in training today, and they're like, oh, you do training? And I'm like, yeah. So we get into a conversation about what they do for training, what packs they use for training, and I'm like, damn, man, no, I'm not that good. I practice specifically one solid thing on training, and that's it. But that's enough about Rocket League. Let's start talking about some other things.
Should we still talk about video games? I'll just say quick. Portal 2.
Yeah.
We were playing that yesterday. Yeah, that was one of the best. Honestly, yeah, one of my favorite games of all time. Portal 2. If you've never played it, you don't have to play the first Portal game because there's not really too much of a story to it. I mean, the second, it's just portals and it's cool though. Play both.
Definitely play both. They're not like $5.
Oh yeah,
if
they're
you
so
buy them on
cheap.
Steam or something, they're like $5.
Yeah, most people. Yeah, definitely try them out. But the best thing to do in that game for sure is just putting a portal on the ceiling
and a portal below you, and just zoom, 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 zoom.
Yeah, just endless portal. You can't get out.
Yeah.
Imagine that in real life. But you like click the wrong portal, and then when you're coming from the one that's on top, and you just end up hitting the ground flat and splattering.
The amount of G-force behind that too. Like if we're talking about,
you'd have to time it right too.
Yeah, if we're
because your head could get chopped off in the middle. Like depending on how fast you're going.
Exactly. And if we're talking about realistic wise, the G-force of that would probably knock you out within a few rotations. Right? So if you can withstand the G-force long enough, right?
I don't think you'd be able to breathe. Like,
I don't think so either. Until you've reached like maximum speed.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because a human's body can only reach a maximum speed from a certain altitude, right? So if you fall out of a plane, I don't know the actual like proper altitude that a human's body can reach, but what I mean is a human's body can only reach a certain amount of speed because of the G-force going against you. Even if you're just penciled or diving straight down, you can only hit a certain amount of speed because there's so much going against you, but you also weigh a certain amount, so it's pushing down. So I don't know if it's different for, I'm assuming it is, but I don't know if it's different for the people that are bigger like me or skinnier like you.
Well, I mean, like, gravity at least.
Yeah.
Everything falls. It doesn't matter how, unless there's air resistance, it doesn't matter how big or small you are, what shape. Well, yeah. What shape, because of air resistance, but if you Leaning Tower of Pisa, drop a bowling ball and an elephant, what will touch the ground first? You drop them at the exact same height.
Between the Leaning Tower of Pisa and an elephant?
No, you drop an elephant and a bowling ball on top of the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do. Leaning Tower of Pisa doesn't have anything to do with it.
It's just a reference of the height. Yeah.
No, this was like an old math question or like an old science question I remember back in elementary school.
So what was the answer?
They fall at the exact same time. They hit the ground at the exact same time because everything. As long as you drop something as long as it's like the exact same, they both drop at the same height. As long as there's no air resistance, which is like in feathers or balloons or.
Yeah.
Then everything falls at the exact same speed.
Okay.
But obviously, when you have G-force mixed into it, I don't know if you. Yeah, I think maybe like the sheer, depending on your size, I think that actually has something to do with it. Because if you're smaller, you might be able to hit it fast. I don't know. I don't fully understand. It's something to think about. Maybe I'll educate myself.
Yeah, you know what? This is kind of interesting to talk about right now because I do want to figure that out. And one of the old questions that everybody used to ask was like, if you drop a pound of feathers versus a pound of dynamite, or not dynamite, let's say steel, right? A pound of feathers versus a pound of steel. What's going to hit the ground first? It's the same thing.
Or
they both weigh a pound.
No, it's what's heavier? What's heavier, a pound of feathers or a pound of metal? Because no,
feathers, I have heard it both ways.
Well, no, because because of what like a feather has air resistance.
Yeah.
So a pound of feathers they're actually not going to hit the ground before a pound of bowling balls. Well,
the way I was thinking about it was like the feathers were in something, right? So if it was a pound,
then it wouldn't be feathers though. It would be feathers in like a
plastic bag or something like that. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
And even that, I think a plastic bag, because like there's some air inside of it. It might even have a little bit of, because like if I drop a plastic bag, it kind of like depends. It depends if it's like all crumpled up, or if you had a little bit of air in it.
Or if you had the feathers in it and then tied it, and then it was just.
But yeah, okay.
But then again, yeah, it would just be, yeah. So what weighs more, a pound of feathers or a pound of whatever else? It's the exact same weight.
This is a pound.
Yeah, because it's a pound. Oh, that would hurt my head. So there's one thing I do want to talk to you about.
What?
It's computer setups.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So I eventually want to get the arms like you have on yours.
Yeah.
Right? But the one I was looking on Amazon, is that the exact same one that you have?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It was like $90. It's a pretty sick arm though, because it comes with a bunch of pieces, and you can take one of the arms off so it's not as high up.
Yeah. Because I do really like that. And I only need 2 arms. Yeah, I would only need 2 arms, and then one of my screens going vertically.
Yeah, it's the Amazon choice. It's at $90.
Okay, yeah, so that's the one that I...
Yeah.
Perfect.
So yeah, I could probably set it up a little bit better. But yeah, it's a pretty dope setup.
So obviously you can't see his setup right now, but what it basically is there's 2 arms holding up 2 monitors, and then a third monitor just sitting on the desk. And I only have 2 monitors myself, so all I need is the arm to hold up 2 monitors, right? But it would be a lot more beneficial for me because your desk is a little more wide than mine is, right? And you have all this space on your desk to put your keyboard and mouse and everything else that you need.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, once you get rid of... Because, like, once you get rid of the actual stand, because the stand takes up room, like, I'm able to put, like, my easy button and all that other shit, like, underneath the monitor.
Yeah.
Put the monitor, because the monitor's floating. But yeah, monitor... Great setup. I mean, I suggest 2 monitors to anyone. Have your main gaming monitor in front of you, and then have like your productivity one to the left or right, whatever, or even above. But like, I feel like that's bad for your neck if it's like you gotta.
Yeah, I think up. if you gotta tell. Well, yeah. I mean, I was just thinking about it when I was a kid.
Even mine's a little bit high. Like I should maybe put it down a little bit more. It's just hard. Like I just gotta get it perfect. But yeah, it's just going from like 1 monitor to 2 monitors is just so nice.
Well, I'm excited today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited because I get to go out, and I get to go home, and I get to reorganize some stuff. Do you ever do this like constant? I do it constantly. I go home, and I turn off my computer. I turn the switch off at the bottom, right, and make sure it's completely safe and off, right. Unplug a couple things. Right? Readjust my cords, but every single time it eventually gets to the point where I've readjusted everything. Everything looks awesome. And then about a week later, all my cords are fucking tangled together and they're all messed up. And now I've just ordered this thing off Amazon that keeps my cords... What are you pointing at?
In between the water bottle and the easy button.
This?
Yeah.
Oh, is this what you use for yours?
No, I haven't used them. Keegan gave me those, but they're just like little Velcro things.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, something like this I would like. But I just got some things to put on my wall. They have a clear grip, like sticky thing on the back with tape. It reminds me of my LED lights, because my LED lights have a clear grip on the back. And these I'll just put on the wall underneath my computer, so everything that connects, I can prioritize, right? Because I'm getting multiple of them. So I'm putting one behind the TV, and then I'm putting the other one's on my computer desk. So I should have 2 on my computer desk, one for all my power cords, right? All my power cords will run through there. And then my other one will be for my, like my Ethernet cord and any additional cords that don't need to be moved at all. I did want to get that, was the mouse bungee that you have there, but then again, on Amazon it was like $25 or $30.
Yeah, $30. That's such a weird fluctuate, whatever. Yeah, because when I bought it, it was only like $15 or $16. But
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. Mouse bungee. Basically, all it does is it from your mouse, like there's the cord a bit, but basically when you're playing like first person shooters and that, you're moving your arm around a lot. Your mouse kind of like, you kind of need like an actual bungee, literally, because you move your arm all the way to the left, it pulls your cord out a bit, and then when you put your arm back to the right, you got all that extra slack, and it kind of messes up like your aim and everything. So what the bungee, it's literally you just attach like a certain length, and your mouse always stays at that length, and it kind of bounces a little bit, but it's great for flicking.
That's a big thing that I need, because my cord,
But
every time when I'm playing first person shooters, I'll move my mouse around and my cord will start like coming out more and it'll start moving around. And really, Jake, I just need to go home and reorganize my computer desk again, because for some reason I crave it every couple weeks. I crave moving stuff around. But then again, I've moved my entire life. I've moved houses to houses to houses my entire life. I'm used to moving stuff around and having new ways. You have it down to a science.
Yeah, and like when you're moving stuff around. Like I'm sure you do it like in no time.
All the time. And I'll even clean while I'm doing it. So like I'll grab a cloth and wipe down the glass on my computer, right? Mm-hmm. I'll take the glass off my computer, spray it with some Windex, wipe it down, clean it off, put it back on when it's nice and dry, and then I'll grab a little air canister and just clean out the inside of my computer. I won't take it apart like I don't know. I take it apart every couple months, right? I'll take my computer almost completely apart, and I'll leave the motherboard and the processor in there. But the majority of everything else I'll take out, and anything with fans or anything that would collect dust, I just spray down.
I have not done that once.
No?
Computer, no.
More or less.
I need to get spray.
Yeah, dollar store. You can get like 6 cans.
Is that where you get them?
Yeah, that's where I get them. Dollar store. But here's the thing. They are dollar store cans, so you're not going to expect to use them for a very long time without it being like super... Because it's air, right? It's compressed air. So it's gonna...
Like, is 1 can enough to clean my PC once?
1 can's enough to clean your PC a couple times. But what I'm saying is, if you use it, if you hold it for too long, right, you'll notice the can gets cold, right? After a while, you won't be able to use it until the...
explodes.
Until the air canister warms up a little bit more, right? So once it warms up more, then you can use it again. Really, in one go, you're going to get about half your computer, and then you just leave it off to the side, let it warm up a bit more, and then spray it again. You'll get the rest. That's what I do with mine. My air canister is done now. It's completely empty. I just need to get a new one. But I do think that I'm going to be moving my computer around when I get home today.
Man, where are you going to put it?
I really wanted to have a specific spot in the bedroom, because Ashley has her computer in the bedroom, right? Mm-hmm. But she doesn't use her computer. So I was thinking of taking her computer, putting it out in the living room where my computer is, and then taking my computer and putting it where hers is.
In your room?
Yeah.
So you'd be gaming in your room?
Yeah. I would prefer it.
I won't lie, it doesn't look like you have enough room in there to have like your nice stream setup.
See, that's what I was thinking too, is like...
Because it's cool to see your PC in the background too, like your RGB lights and stuff.
But in the living room?
No, like when you're streaming, because you can see it on your camera a bit.
Yeah, but that's the thing too, is like... I'm not pushed far enough away from the wall with my big camera light. Also,
you won't be able to play games if Ashley is trying to sleep. Like, you know what I mean?
That's true.
I think that's a big thing, because doesn't she go to bed like couple hours before you a lot?
Yeah, most of the time she does.
Yeah.
Most of the time she'll go to bed at like 9, and I'll go to bed at like midnight.
Mm-hmm. Or even later.
Yeah. Well,
actually, last night, I was up to like 2.
Yeah. Well, when I actually did go to bed, it was probably around like 3 that I fell asleep.
Yeah, same.
But you know what, man? I don't even. Being tired is a weird thing. Going to sleep is a weird thing.
Yeah.
For me personally, for most people, it's like.
What do you mean? Why?
Well, I don't.
Is it because you don't remember falling asleep? You don't remember waking up, like that exact moment?
That was a big thing when I was a kid. Was always asking people like, when do you know you're going to fall asleep, or when do you know? How do you know you're going? Like, what is sleep? You know.
Maybe that would just hurt your brain so much to like handle like an instant shut off like that. Your brain just tricks you because you wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Okay, really weird thing. Okay, so basically it's the way a camera lens works. Sorry, this just made me remember it. It's the same way a camera lens works, where you know, if you're shaking around, if you're moving the lens around, like there's that camera shake, or you see like you can see everything like phase.
Yeah.
Like, you know, in Star Wars they go to hyperspeed and you see all the lines.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's kind of like that when you're moving the camera really fast. Now, your eyes, like they twitch really quick like this. They all the little movements you make, like when you're looking around and you're like just moving your eyeballs. Now your eyes really move, like they twitch really quick, right? Like really fast reacting muscles. Now, what your brain does, and you like try this right now, and you'll notice when you look up, like when you look anywhere, when you're looking, like just stare at one point and then just look up. What your eyes do is you actually go blind for like half a second, and you don't see that movement. Because if you were to be able to, like if you didn't go blind for that half a second during your eye movement, you would actually end up seeing like a camera shake. Like it'd literally be like you're in a constant action movie all the time if you saw that. So you literally go blind for like a second whenever you move your eyes.
Yeah. And that was the thing. That was the thing that I heard a while back.
It's like, what the fuck? It's like, wait. It's like, wait, you're right. I mean, it's like, obviously you don't go blind for a second, but it's like there's...
But, okay, so when you're trying that, right, just turn your head really fast. Tell me how much stuff, alright, so turn yourself in circles in a room.
Oh, yeah, if you, like look up and down with your neck, and then stop, and then just look up and down with your eyes. Yeah. And then you'll notice when you're doing your neck, you can see, like, the whole movement, and you're like, well... I essentially should be able to see that with my eye if I could see the entire time, which you can see the entire time when you just hold your eyes in one spot, you move your head. Once you twitch them, it's like that. Oh my god.
Another thing
Try
that your
not to
eyes
think about it too much.
Another thing that your eyes do though, when you do just flick your eyes left to right or up or down, what your brain does is it fills in the gaps, right? So when you do go blind for that second, you look up, right? You completely, like, yeah, I just saw my eyes move up, but you didn't. That's the thing. You do go somewhat blind for that half a second, but what your brain does is fill in the gap of where your eyes didn't see. Your brain knows what's in that general vicinity because of your peripheral vision. Fucking science, bitch.
Crazy. Yeah, I remember reading that at work, and then the guy was telling my other coworkers, and they were like, what the fuck? Yeah, that is a crazy thing to think about. Huh, I need to know more.
And we were actually, just before we started this podcast, we were talking about space and how much we like space.
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, because my background in that, what?
I got a great topic. Oh, yeah, also because I just bought the same mouse pad as him, and...
Is that what you're going to talk about?
No. What I want to talk about is, did you hear that the scientists just found oceans under our Earth, like under the surface of our Earth?
Like a giant cave?
Like no, like
ocean?
Actual full-sized oceans that hold more water than land we have on Earth. Full-sized oceans underneath our oceans. And
like there's the rock layers, and then there's more ocean.
There's
underneath.
more ocean underneath. It's
even
like
deeper.
Say for instance you're playing Subnautica, right? And then you go into a crevice.
What
and
if
you go deeper into this crevice, keep going deeper, and then there's a complete another ocean down there.
What if you keep going and then gravity shifts and you're at the other end of the world? If you keep going.
That would be cool, but that's impossible to happen.
Improbable.
The only reason being that if you went straight down through Earth, you'd hit the core, and you
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't even be able to hit the core. Like,
No, I'm saying if there
miles,
was no core.
If there was no core, and Earth could still sustain.
The core was just ocean.
Yeah, if Earth could
The
sustain,
ocean's core.
you could go straight through Earth and you could hit the other side of the world. That would be fucking
Ocean
cool.
core 2020. We don't believe in a warm core.
But yeah, so they found these oceans deep under the Earth, and they're massive, and they can't go down there because it's so hot down there. But they can't go underneath into those oceans. But they're developing technology right now that can, and they want to see what kind of life lives down there.
Super subs.
Fucking super subs.
That'd be pretty dope. I want to get little subs for the pool.
I was just, as soon as you said super subs, the only thing I was thinking about was like an actual submarine, but with like 18 fucking ACs in it. Just a bunch of different ACs in it, just blowing cold air into the submarine. Like the Earth.
Super cool sub.
Yeah, super cool sub. But that was a big thing I wanted to talk about. Was it just brought me back to the point where we know more about space than we do about our own oceans, and now there's even more oceans. We have no fucking idea what's going on. Ocean's 11. We have Ocean's 11 underwater. Tom Cruise is going to be the one that's going down there, and he's gonna. It's just really cool, man.
Mini Tom Cruise. But yeah, space is cool.
I love space. I love
With,
oceans. I love everything that we haven't explored fully, and is really it. Like, we haven't even explored all of the land yet. You know what I mean? There's so much to explore, and I want to be alive long enough for us to find the newest, coolest creation. I know that
yeah.
It's
Go on.
It's unrealistic to say I want to be around long enough for us to find like alien life or something like that. But
it's already on Earth.
Actually, it's already been confirmed. There are aliens, but you know, this was confirmed by footage from the Pentagon that they have released.
Humans only.
Humans only, though. No aliens, please. Actually, I would like to have an alien as a kind of like guest host.
Yeah, that'd be for our 100th episode.
Yeah, for our 100th episode, we have an alien.
That would be great. Fuck. I was trying to. I was thinking of something else while you were talking. That kind of had to do with what you were saying.
I hate when that happens.
That's why I went up, and I'm like, oh, never mind. Go on.
When you just forget something that you're thinking about.
Yeah, it's just gonna be dead air.
It's exciting. It's exciting to think about all the new things, and space itself excites me more than anything. It excites me more than the oceans. I don't care about going underwater. I care about going out into space. And as I said that, I looked up and looked at the constellation that's on your ceiling.
I do like space.
It's extremely interesting, is what it is.
They all glow in the dark. Well, they used to. They're pretty old. Maybe I'll redo it. Take them all down. Oh, this is Pluto edition.
My question to you is...
You see Pluto?
No.
Oh, what?
What? Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pluto edition, bitches.
Pluto is considered a planet again.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, this was before it got cast out.
This is before it got cast out, and then when it got brought back. So my only thing, Jake, is why when you were a kid did you put the satellites out by other planets other than just revolving around the Earth?
I did not put those up there.
No?
No.
Well, whoever did it, it should just be revolving around the Earth, the Moon, or Mars.
Oh. I'll take that into consideration for the next one.
Also, the satellites are much bigger than half the planets.
You know what? Maybe I'll actually try and paint my entire ceiling like that, like the pictures on my monitor.
That would be cool.
I'm gonna.
That's a big thing. Is Ashley can do stuff like that, and I want her to do that for me somewhere. Like,
I'd actually want it to all glow in the dark, though.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah. Maybe just all the like. I mean, there's a million constellations there, but
you can get glow in the dark paint.
That's what I mean, and I think I would do all the colors normal, And then if I could get like a very light accent to put over the paint that makes it glow.
Yeah.
Even just a tiny glow. And then I'll just get white paint for like all the constellations, but it's like really glowing, and then dab that.
Yeah.
That would, yeah. I say I want to do that, but I don't. I mean, maybe. Who knows?
We enjoy space a lot.
Yes.
It's a very interesting topic.
It's very cool to take pictures of space, which I have to do more because I have the new lens.
I gotta figure out where you do that because I want to do it too.
So the ones that there's a place by Queenston Heights that I want to go back to and get a better picture. Because I did bring my good lens there, but people kept coming back, so it wasn't a very clear night. Like, it wasn't a very starry night.
Yeah.
And my camera died. So, but
that's a big thing. Is I got some decent pictures on my balcony, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm slightly higher up from the ground. I'm 4 floors up from the ground. I angled it on my balcony, zoomed all the way in. But then again, mine's just a stock lens that comes with the camera, right? So it's not absolutely meant for taking, like those kind of photos.
And the funny thing is I don't know. I actually like this lens that I bought. Like, it is a really wide angle, and it does have an awesome aperture, but it's actually super versatile, I find.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people might be like, oh, because like depending on the focal distance, and like when you get closer, like your image can kind of seem like fisheye or whatever. And that one, if I try to take like a really, really close portrait of someone, like it could kind of like go out like that a bit. But it's high quality enough though, where if I stand far back enough and I do it, I can just kind of crop it a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I didn't really get that for just portraits though. The other one I'm gonna get's for portraits, the more zoomed in. But that one, because it has the wide open aperture and it's like super wide, or not super wide, just all pretty wide, but great for starry photos.
Yeah, I gotta get more constellation photos.
But a big thing I haven't done any really work with yet is like to make your photos look really professional too is to add filters. And also, don't cheap out on the filter, because it's like putting a cheap piece of plastic in front of a nice piece of glass.
Yeah.
And because I spent so much on that lens, like I gotta buy like a really good one. But for nighttime, there is like a specific like tinted lens. I forget what it's called. I forget the name of the nighttime one. But then there's also neutral density.
Was it a solar lens or something like that?
Yeah, it would just be like a solar lens, but there's another word for it with like what it does with the light. Or it's I think it's like light reduction actually.
Yeah.
To make it I don't know how to word it. But then there's like go ahead.
The guy that I was watching a video a while back about a guy that took a solar lens and put it on a telescope. And then took a picture of the sun, and holy crap, was it ever cool! It was really cool. You didn't get like the brightness of the sun or anything. You got the sun dimmed down a lot, and you could actually see like the flares coming off of the sun, and it's a burning ball, is what it is, and that's what all stars are. But
I'll buy a telescope and then I'll just. Attach to be honest, a telescope would actually be cheaper than a lens that would do that.
100%.
Because a lens that could do that would be like $20,000.
Yeah.
And whatever that guy was using, he might have had. You need like an adapter or something. I don't know.
Yeah, something to attach.
Because you can't. To get a really high quality photo like that, you can't just put your camera in front of the. Your camera lens would have to fit perfectly too.
Yeah.
In front of it, or have an adapter. Photography's cool.
I love it. It is great.
Yeah, I want to take more nighttime starry photos and that. I think those are dope. I think it's always dope to get it like the trees too. Like the trees daylight and then the background's like the starry night. Like if I could get like a classic like just hilltop and then like a lonely tree, but then you can like see all the stars and everything above.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I think that would just be more or less work with Photoshop after that, right? So you get the picture of
yeah, like I was saying though, the filter has actually a huge deal to do with that.
Yeah.
And then yeah, Photoshop just, I mean, the thing is it's always fine tuning. The major things that always change it though are the lens and the filter, and then the settings on the camera.
A big thing that you could do is, say for instance, let's put the base of your phone, not your phone, the photo that you want to take, right? Mm-hmm. So with the hilltop and the one single tree, take a picture of the tree in the daylight.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
And then come back to the exact same spot at nighttime. Set your camera up as much as you can. Even put like little notches in the ground, so just to make sure, okay, my camera was exactly here, facing this exact angle, right? And then take the same picture at night with the stars, and then kind of just take the foreground with the tree and the hill, right? Post that, and then take the picture at night with all the stars and everything silhouetted, and basically just put the silhouette behind the daytime photo, take out the sky, and make the sky
Snoop Dogg.
The nighttime.
That actually would work. That would look dope. Or you ever see the ones where it's like the tree in the field and there's like a fox jumping and it's like changing seasons. Like the left half of the picture is like winter and the right half summer.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Patience.
When I was a kid, if I ever saw a photo like that, for some reason my dumb little brain would think, how did they get a picture of a fox jumping at the same
They painted all
angle?
of it. They painted everything.
It's all painted. No, when I was a kid, it was like my dumb little brain would think, how did they get the fox jumping at the exact same angle in the winter and in the summer? They just take the fox out of the picture and then take a picture in the winter, take a picture in the summer, and then put the fox back in the fucking picture.
And then just like color half the fox a bit.
Yeah. Just make it like
they just got a picture of the fox jumping in one picture, and then they actually no, there's no way they got a. I mean, if they no, that's
did I ever tell
super fun.
You saw that picture I did with my lens ball, right? Where
which one?
In one picture it was summer, and then in the next picture it was winter, right? But it was summer through the ball and winter all along the side, just kind of blurry. I want to redo that picture knowing what I know now about photography, as opposed to what I did know originally, but I do want to retake that picture. It was like me standing in the middle of the street holding my camera, holding the lens ball, right? Took a picture of the lens ball, and then completely cropped out the lens ball, and then went back in the winter to the same spot, took the picture of the lens ball again, and then put the lens ball in my hand with Photoshop, and then you look through the lens ball, it's summer, and then you look through the sides, it's winter.
That's dope. I get it.
And I have that picture on my old Instagram. I just can't remember the password to get back into that Instagram. But that one, if you want to check any of my pictures out, go to Volsky Shot on Instagram. It's VOLZKE, and then Shot, and it's on Instagram. It's. I have some decent photos on there. I have some meh kind of ones, but the majority of it was the photos I was taking when you and I were in college. When you and I went to did that course. That was the majority of the photos that I was taking and that are posted on there are from that course. Everything that I was taught, except for the lens ball with the summer and winter, that was before all that.
I don't know. I kind of went out a lot on our own, and a lot of my a bunch of photos I really like. There's one I would just always have my camera with me when I was hiking. Yeah. And I would take. I mean, I have a lot of cool photos I took with like my old camera, and I can't wait to bring that camera out more like how I used to.
Yeah.
And take photos.
I wanted to. I don't know, man. I really wanted to take pictures like that when I go hiking, but there's a big thing is when I go hiking, everybody likes to do the same thing that I like to do when we all go hiking. Is most people like to run around and jump around and move around a lot, and I can't carry my camera when I do that. I have to have both hands free, and even if it's around my neck, I still get worried it's gonna hit off stuff.
So yeah, I guess because at a certain point, I wasn't carrying that. I was straight up I would just always have it over my hip. I would just put it to the side and I would start like climbing.
Yeah.
And I would just have it.
That's all I really get worried about is when I'm hiking, and if I have my camera with me.
But I mean now I really like would have a hard time wanting to bring that one.
Yeah. I definitely get that. That's, man, photography, space, games, those are 3 of the top things that I love talking about. Those are my 3 favorite topics.
I concur.
There's nothing, I mean, there's many other things that I do enjoy talking about, but if somebody got me into a conversation about outer space or video games or photography, I'll sit there for an hour talking to somebody I don't know. You know?
I mean, yeah, that's a good... Yeah, same. I guess it's what we know.
Oh, yesterday when we were playing Portal and I was streaming,
Yeah.
one of my main viewers came in, and I don't have that big of a channel at all, right? I have 41 followers, and
It's getting up there, though.
yeah, almost at 50, if everybody can help me.
So
I
wait,
need
when you're at
8
50
people.
then, and you're affiliated, what does that then mean?
It means that I can finally get a subscriber button, and I can finally get like bit notifications. Like bits are basically.
I thought you already had. Well, like I subscribe, like or follow.
Yeah, but there's a subscription. So subscription, it's $5 a month, or with Amazon Prime, it's free.
What you get like one free one a month?
Yeah.
And what's a sub worth? $5, $10?
It's
Or it's like $5 American, but
some places it's $4.99, other places it's $5.99.
it's probably $5.99 here, Canada.
It is $5.99. I gifted somebody a sub to a guy that I watch because he's been watching for a couple of years, but he's also like 13 years old and he doesn't have any of his own money. He doesn't have a card or anything like that. And he was talking in the chat, and the main thing in this is like you don't ask people for subscriptions, right? In this chat, you don't ask people for subscriptions. You're never gonna get one, right? So he comes into the chat and he basically just says, well, I want to participate in Sub Sunday. I just don't have the money to get a subscription, so I just don't join Sub Sundays, right? I'm like, you can this month because I just use my free subscription. So I was like, you know what? You can use this. You can use it for this month, and I gave him a subscription for the month, right? And he was thanking me for it and everything. I was like, don't worry about it, dude. Like, I made some money streaming. I just wanted to get back to, communities and stuff like that. And he comes onto my stream and he's like, well, he's on that stream with me, and he kept thanking me, and then he eventually said, I'm gonna get you your next subscription for next month. I'm like, that's awesome, man, but I don't need it. I have a free subscription each month because I have Amazon Prime, right? So I get a free subscription each month as long as my Amazon Prime is paid. And he's like, well, I'll do something. I'll do something. And I'm just like honestly, come to my stream and follow me. That's all you got to do. So you don't have to spend money. You don't have to subscribe. Just click follow. So
Hit that ball.
So that's a big thing for me is if you come into my stream, you like what you see, click follow. And also don't be afraid to talk in the chat. I enjoy talking to people. Like I was even saying, my buddy came into my stream. I don't have a big stream, and he donated $5 to send me a message. And I even said to him, I thanked him for the donation, but I even said to him, like, you didn't need to give me money, dude. You really didn't. Like,
Yeah.
you could have just...
Yeah, you can just watch.
You could have just typed in the
You
chat.
didn't have to do that. You can watch this stuff for free.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. No, it's exactly like that, but, like...
And then there's the girl streamer. What do you mean you have $5?
$5 a month, that's all it costs if you don't have $5.
It belongs to the streets.
Like...
No. Humans only.
I don't know. I don't...
No thoughts allowed.
Yeah. That was an annoying thing to watch, but I don't really put light to it because any kind of publicity, right? Any publicity is good publicity. That's what they say.
Miley Cyrus. Donald Trump. Any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah. But That's a big thing, though. If you come to my stream, I don't expect you to donate. I don't expect you to subscribe or anything like that. I don't care. Just give me a follow. Let me know. You know, if there's a game that you want me to see me play. If you're gonna come by in the stream, talk. You know, hang out with us, have a conversation, start up a random conversation about anything. I don't care, as long as it's not anything racist or that's gonna offend anybody else. Perfectly fine. So that's a big thing about streamers nowadays. It's like a while back it was everybody, the reason why we're streaming is because we're trying to make a career out of it, which I'm trying to do, but I'm not gonna force people like, okay, well, you're on my channel, you have to follow and subscribe to me. No. If you have the money, awesome. If you don't, no worries. You know?
Yeah, streaming's cool though. I might get into streaming. Be cool. Play some single player games too. But we've been rocking the multiplayer games lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, finish that Portal one today. Maybe, I don't know if you want to, or whenever you stream next.
I am streaming today. I'm just wondering what I am going to stream.
I'm definitely gonna play a little bit of Hyperscape.
I might play Hyperscape on stream today.
Yeah, let's run it.
Yeah.
I gotta take pictures soon though. Yeah, talking about it makes me want to go do.
Honestly, I've fallen out of photography. I want to get back into it, but I've fallen out of it. Like I don't.
I've always been in and out, and then I'll just go through. Yeah, it honestly just depends on like the season. Sometimes, like beginning of winter, or like it's snowing out, I'm not gonna be out and taking snow. I think it's because most of my photos were all like hiking photos, so it's good hiking weather.
Yeah.
Like not too hot either, like in the spring or fall.
Yeah.
That's when I get most of my picture taken down.
And then it gets... See, the big thing with me with photography is... And I'm assuming it's the same thing with most people with their hobbies. Is you look at something and you're like, that would make an amazing picture. And then you take a picture of it and it looks fucking disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Well, yeah, because when you're looking at... I feel like when I want to take a picture, it's... Well, like I do frame things a lot with my eyes. And yeah, I guess everyone, that's what you're doing. You're looking around, you're framing it, and then like you picture it in your head. I think that's the other part too. Like I think it's a bit of both. Like yeah, you frame it and you picture the image like you see the image with your eyes, but at the same time you do picture a slightly different image in your mind, like that you think it's gonna like actually kind of look like, maybe like a bit better than what you're already seeing. Like you're kind of daydreaming a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you take it, and then you look at it, and you're like, "Oh, that's not what I wanted."
Yeah, I did that a lot with photography, and that's why I kind of bounce in and out of it. Like when I tried to take a picture of the stars the other day, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "Oh, this is gonna be great. It's clear enough outside that there's a lot of stars." I zoomed in. I left my shutter speed. I put it at like 30 seconds, right?
Yeah, that's.
I clicked the button. I waited that 30 seconds, sat on my balcony, just vaped a little bit, stared at the stars, and then looked at the camera, looked at the picture it took, and I was like, that's not at all what I'm seeing.
Yeah, it's you just gotta play around with the settings so much.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. Like once you got your tripod, it's also all your surroundings around you. Like when you're taking a really slow picture like that too, and you have any sort of lights around your building or in your apartment, or even just the trees moving, if the trees are in the photo at all, you're going to get all that motion from the trees.
Exactly.
And that's going to affect the photo. So like it's a lot of, it's just a lot of learning when you're doing it. I think, a lot of learning.
There are some really cool pictures that you can take, like, say for instance you're up north where there's a lot less light pollution, right? You take a picture of the stars.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah, clear sky too, that's the thing. Like, not only could it be a starry night, maybe, like you won't be able to see the stars, but say you could see that, like the stars are out, but then, like it could be cloudy.
Yeah.
And then you can't see nothing.
Exactly.
And also, the other big trick is you need to be actually in like pitch dark.
Yeah.
Like some of the best photography photos are taken. Or like some of the best nighttime ones are just out in the middle of the desert or in Australia. I want to go like taking some on in Australia.
Yeah.
Where it's like pitch black.
Yeah, there's a lot of light pollution, and I really want to take pictures where there's not a lot of light pollution.
That's what it's called, a light pollution filter.
Oh, okay. So it basically just filters out all the light pollution?
Yeah.
Or the majority of it,
I guess
at
it
least?
makes it more clear.
Yeah.
So it's not just like a blur.
I like that idea. You notice today, I mean, I'm assuming it's because it's raining, but do you feel a little more tired today than you usually would?
I won't lie, just like during this podcast, like getting near the end of it, like I was feeling a little bit more tired.
Yeah.
I won't lie. But I feel like the heat affects me more.
Yeah, really it does. Yeah, I guess right when this podcast ends, I need to go home and feed the cats. It's a little past 4 o'clock right now.
And then,
Ivor's gonna yell at me.
Ivor will yell at you. You want to play some games?
I'm gonna be on Rocket League.
Oh, well, do you just want to talk?
Yeah, I'm gonna organize first, and then I'm gonna be on Rocket League, and then
we'll just chat. We'll do what
we
we
will
were
chat.
doing yesterday.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna organize when my things come in. I'll hop on Rocket League when I get home, and then we'll chat. I'll organize when my things come in a couple days.
Sure.
And that will be good. But as of right now, I gotta go home and feed these cats.
Yeah, so we'll end off this podcast right here. Thanks for tuning in. If you're new, welcome. There will be more. I'm trying to keep this weekly. Well, I'll eventually have a bit more of a schedule. I know I kind of said Mondays, but we'll see. But yeah, great podcast. Great co-host.
It was very fun.
Come check us out. Go check out his stream at the _anonymous monkey on Twitch. Come check out the Instagram at the humans only. Humans only. I'm thinking everything has a the, but yeah, terrible plug right there. But anyways, hit that like button. Subscribe if you liked it and you want more. Tune in next time.
Just a little side note.
This
will the podcast itself. We are just starting this. This is episode 4.
Yeah, this is episode 4. I'm doing this very slow.
Yeah, we're not fine tuning though. Is what I mean. Is like if the podcast sounds a little off, right?
Yeah,
just know that in the future.
Well, yeah, we had that disclaimer before. Yeah, just.
Oh yeah, we did in the very first episode.
The very first episode. Yeah. I mean, it's getting a little bit better. I know you couldn't hear me at all. Second one, I'm still kind of quiet. The third one, I haven't put up yet, but I'm gonna put up today, and then this one within like a few days after that one. Yeah, audio. Eventually, I'm gonna video record this podcast too once I have a better room set up for the podcast.
Yep.
But yeah, keep tuning in. We'll see you guys next time. Anything else you want to say?
Absolutely nothing.
All right. Oh wait. You want to do it? Well, guess what? There's one thing about this podcast that I find all the time, and that thing is.
That was easy. Thank you for listening to the podcast Humans Only with your hosts, Jake the Human and Anonymous Monkey.